OK, let's get up to date now with things through the eyes of the world's press. Eve Irvine's been scouring the front pages for us. Eve, where would you like to take us first?
Well, given the day that's in it, I thought we should start in the United States, of course. As Hillary Clinton has just taken the New Hampshire primary, we're going to start with an article in the Wall Street Journal, which begs the question, did her tears work for her? We saw there just a while ago, responding to a question from some undecided voters. She got quite emotional and teary, saying that this was as much personal as it was political, etc.
Are they saying it worked? It was key? Or?
Well, they kind of look back at history and they say in 1972, Edmund Muskie apparently started to get stroppy when he saw an article, and he says it wasn't, it was snowflakes, but the public thought he was close to tears, and it was catastrophic for his campaign.
1972, of course, an era when men were men and had to show they were men and be macho, so obviously
like
if you cried it would go against you, you know.
Exactly, and we have perhaps moved away from that because they gave the example of 2004 and John Kerry, who also cried in New Hampshire when a working mum told him how hard it was, she was finding it to raise her children, and he broke down in tears, but this did him the world of good, and he took the primary in New Hampshire and became the Democratic presidential candidate that year, as we all remember.
What do you think? Do you think the fact that Clinton sort of showed that human side, do you think personally it had a...
Personally, I had found her quite hard, and it did soften her to me. Yeah. But at the same time, I kind of think if you're running for president, you have to be very, very strong, and there's a close line there. But no, when I watched it, she did... She does come across as a bit Iron Lady, doesn't she, a little bit? Exactly, and I think she did soften in my eyes. I kind of thought, OK.
OK, let's move along now. What's next?
Well, in the Chicago Tribune, which is a paper that I think largely supports Barack Obama, you know, as he was, because they have on the menu at the side, they have news, local, sports, and a whole section dossier Barack Obama, and they have a flurry of articles, of course, on the elections. But their editorial today is entitled "A Change is Gonna Come?" ? They say the real victor in this campaign is in fact a concept, that of change, which we all know was Barack Obama's slogan. And they say that, you know, obviously everyone's going to bring change. The fact that Bush got elected brought a change. It was different from if Al Gore had got it in the year 2000. But they say, but maybe Barack Obama, because he is African American, embodies this change. Moving on very quickly, a look to the future.
Fantastic.
Exactly. I'm leaving you behind, Mark. But in the Washington Post, they're already looking to the future, which is what got my attention, and to South Carolina's primaries in
okay. Because obviously Michigan's next, but obviously South Carolina's going to be key for Obama.
Well, this will be the first one,
isn't it?
exactly, the first one with a large amount of South African voters, and they're begging the question: will now, because of his win in Iowa, will they think that he will be accepted, that America is ready to elect a black president, or will they go with the more safer plan of perhaps Clinton? And as we know, her husband Bill Clinton was very popular among blacks and was often called the first black president by many. So will they go with her thinking that she will fend off the Republicans better, or will they see after his Iowa win that America is ready?
He played saxophone, didn't he, I think? I think he's a saxophonist, I think. I think maybe, you know, some
impressive.
jazz linked, something like that.
I
don't know.
I'm not convinced.
I'm just going off on left field kind
Mark,
of move there. Sorry about that. Do you have anything else for us?
Well, if we look quickly at the European papers...
Take your time, it's okay, go on.
The International Herald Tribune here is comparing McCain and Barack Obama. Likewise, Le Monde, which asks, is McCain the only Republican who can fend off Obama? And it goes into certain reasons why he possibly could, more experience. He's been, you know, Obama hasn't been a senator for very long. But a great front cover on Britain's Independent today. It gives you a whole front page of Barack Obama. He's really getting the attention around the world, I have to say, this morning. They're asking...
Nice back of head shot.
Absolutely. Nice sun on the crown. Almost
Eve,
like a halo.
I have to leave it there, I'm afraid.
Tell you how, well, inside it tells you how and why he gained momentum.
Great, thank you. So I'll try and bag that one when I eventually get a coffee break later today. Thank you, Eve Irvine, with a look at the world's papers and how they're seeing things unfolding in the primaries there. Thanks, Eve. See you later. Thank you very, very much for joining us.